Singaporeans think their food very good. They also think their currency exchange is very good.
That is good.
It's quite good. That's why today got 3 Malaysians on 1 Singaporean.
Hey!
We're talking about food, being fat Chinese boys, and everything in between.
Yeah.
You might want to sit down for this.
Hey!
Oi, sit down lah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to You Might Want to Sit Down for This.
What's up?
Your favorite podcast. If it's not, you're stupid.
Okay, well, that's his opinion, but hey, you might be stupid. What's up? We're back with a new episode. Ming Yue, how are things? You've not stopped eating since 4 o'clock.
I'm very tired. Right now, I feel like that my body's about to shut down already.
Yeah, but we have guests today.
It's
a very interesting panel.
We have Jenhan.
Hey.
Yes, hello.
He's not Singaporean.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm 3.5 times more interesting.
Yes. Wow, that's crazy.
But you know who is Singaporean?
we do have a Singaporean.
We just met. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No, we do have a Singaporean.
Our government better, so it's okay.
I mean, that's not a joke. It's true.
Can't say not wrong, can't say not right.
Hey, shout out Lawrence. Hey,
what's up, man?
Let's link up, man. Let's link up.
This happening. We also have...
Yeah, what's up, guys? My name is Darren. I'm also known as the Pantry Boy. So I shoot food videos for the interwebs.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Jenhan,
yes.
are you also a
Pantry Boy?
I eat, but privately lah. I don't need to show. I don't need to show people one sometimes, you know.
Underneath
What
the
do you
bed,
do?
crying.
What do you do?
I'm a comedian. And I recently toured to Singapore and I like it. So hello Singapore. I love you very much.
That's good.
Don't suck up.
It's nice. It's nice to have a very different sort of panel than what we usually have. Because usually we just have our team.
Yeah.
And then one guest.
And one guest.
We've never had 2 guests from
it's nice
2
to
different
have
things before.
From like you guys have never met.
Never met.
No.
Yeah. Today is my first time meeting you.
Yeah, so what I heard was like we started recording late because apparently you
guys were eating.
You guys went to eat, right?
Yeah, man. So we met at 11.
Yeah.
And then Ming was like, "You don't be a bitch. You know, we are going to eat full portions and stuff like that." So we had nasi lemak.
We had nasi lemak.
Then after that, nasi lemak we eat like we haven't eaten for 3 days. Right?
Yeah,
like,
we order so much. Yeah.
You order everything.
We have
everything, the whole
curry
thing.
chicken, all the different sambals,
And
extra
then,
egg.
And then
We went to
bak kut teh.
bak kut teh.
Yeah.
And not the hot water and pepper, mind you.
Okay, not the pepper soup.
Not pepper soup. Sorry. Singaporeans.
It's a herbal one.
Disclaimer.
It's a herbal one. It's a herbal
The
one.
real one.
The black like my heart one.
That one, that one cow.
Then we finished with chili pami. So I mean, I'm so full now.
Yeah.
Like if you poke my stomach, I tell you, the noodle will just come out. I'm
Wait,
like,
so Ming texted you at 11 to go for all these places. Do you know what he texted me? Meet me at 3. Why I didn't get the...
This one you all taste before this, okay?
I see. Oh, this is like national, like for country one.
Because it's good lah. Because
Yeah.
when was the last time you've been to KL?
So, I think KL was back in 2018.
That's
and
crazy,
then we
dude.
only stay in KL. I've never been out of.
So this is the furthest you've been already lah.
Oh.
Like Singaporeans only go to KL or JB
Yeah.
or Penang.
Yeah.
We scared, right?
Yeah.
But like, no
But
lah,
KL is the most dangerous.
Have you gotten robbed yet?
like only 3 times today.
Good roll. This guy.
But honestly,
no.
I wanted to ask like this genuine question. Like, did you actually enjoy the Malaysian food today?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I tell you, Singapore, we need to up our game, man. Like, you know what's up?
Thanks for watching, guys. That's all the time we have today. We're done. Mission
This
accomplished.
coming from a food creator, by the way.
I asked because like I know that you used to be a... Am I correct to say Michelin
star
Yeah.
chef.
So like food, you know. Like,
It's different. I think Singaporeans generally don't know what food tastes like. But when we're sweeping statements today. But when you have a chef, right, that means a bit no.
yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't know lah. The restaurant just like back when I was working there, it's like World 38.
wow, this guy flexing,
What the
man.
shit
This
is
guy.
that?
Wow.
Why did they earn the star from?
Where they pay money? No.
You ourselves say,
That's why now make video. That's
Sorry,
why
Dave.
now.
oh, that's why you got kicked out. No, what was the signature dish or like what were they known for?
So I used to work at this Michelin star restaurant called Burn Ends. So they are like
Burn Ends, Dempsey.
Dempsey now.
Yes.
I worked there back when
Tanjong
they
Pagar.
were in Tanjong Pagar.
Legit, I simply say.
Yeah, really Tanjong Pagar. Yeah, Tanjong Pagar used to be the hot kid on the block restaurant.
I see.
So all the
location.
chobus eat there lah.
Yeah, all the OL with rich boyfriend eat there.
Oh.
OL is what?
OL, office lady.
Oh,
Office
okay,
lady.
okay. Sorry.
Even the office lady got acronym.
OL, you don't have?
OL,
No,
quite
we
normal,
got
OL.
we got no time to do this kind of thing.
Not up to
We know
up to
the
date.
OL, the D, the dinks,
It's iOS late.
the
But
what?
I realized
This one is
in-
OLD.
OLD with the D,
No,
bro.
no, in Malaysia you all say Ling Nui.
Ling Loi.
Ling Nui, like
Ling Loi.
Ling Loi, yeah.
That's
Ling
But
Loi,
we just go straight to Chobu.
Yeah, Hokkien and Cantonese.
Oh.
It's just a different language.
Yes,
But back to the
Yeah.
Chobus at Tanjong Pagar.
Yeah. So I used to work there, but then I stopped working, and then now I have pivoted to do food content because like I hurt my back.
This is a very interesting story.
Yeah.
So
So
unfortunately, he was telling this story halfway. We realized it wasn't recording.
Yeah.
So
Happy New Year.
But
I'm
yes,
still recording.
but also one of the things I remember that I found very fascinating is that you wanted to be chef from young age.
yeah,
Yeah. So I was
Correct.
telling them before is that they always celebrate people like lawyer turn chef, engineer turn chef. Nobody celebrates chef turn
become
chef.
chef. Wow,
But
yeah.
then I mean I left lah, so cannot celebrate me also in any case.
Chef turn
But
chef,
yeah.
not exciting, man.
Yeah, bro.
So since I
twist.
was 12, I suck at studies. Like in the whole family, I'm like the dumb bitch.
Hey.
Like, I'm
Like, who told you this? Your parents?
That's
ah?
hardcore. That's hardcore.
Oh, so stupid, oi. 2 plus 2 is what?
Wow, in Singapore it's rough. Oh.
Yeah,
Singapore is really rough.
And so I back it became real. Actually, not really 12 lah. I mean, I've always been fat. Then at around
Wait,
12
sorry.
you-
Sorry, question.
You've been,
Yeah.
you were stupid and fat.
stupid and fat and ugly.
Basically.
Three. Now,
Whoa, hey. Triple threat.
be careful.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was around O levels. Do you all have O levels?
Yes,
The equivalent of it lah. The
Yeah.
equivalent
Yeah.
of
So
it, yeah.
so during that period, it's like it gets real when you need to think about what you want to be in the future or what you want to study in the future. So
Okay,
this
okay.
is like I think O levels is like in all Malaysia, Singapore seems like if you
Okay.
do shit, then you're most probably gonna struggle a bit more.
Oh,
So at that point of time, then it's like it became real like what you want to do. Then like I fat, then I like to eat. Then, okay, I'll be chef. It's really like
His
Yeah.
decision making, I fat. I like to eat. Be chef.
really chef. Yeah.
Why not sumo wrestler? I also don't, like, you know, just if you're working along that
Singapore,
line.
Singapore don't have ma.
Alright,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
industry
Singapore
not
chef.
there. Okay, okay.
Okay,
I understand, I
okay.
understand.
And then so you were chef, but you again just now you had a slip disc.
Yeah. So I was working in Bernance, and then I have a slip disc. I mean the story is long lah. We don't need to go through it again. But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
basically it's like I think it's through the heavy weight and then like the bad decisions in life. I have a slip disc and I found that out during army.
Okay.
And then because of that, I was forced to leave my job. So I was working in Bernance and then it's like back pain,
Yeah.
leg go numb. And no
Oh.
more pain lah.
Wow,
Okay.
leg.
Garang,
Oh, wow.
man, you want to be chef? You want to
Man
be
ah.
world best?
Go.
Yeah, man, go all the way. So then the back pain came back, but it came back in a way like I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't walk.
Oh my god.
So I remember that the day was it's quite funny now lah, but back then wasn't funny. It's like she was like, okay, so it's something like 2 tara or something like that. So basically it's just like I just need to pass the sauce to the chef. 2 tara. Then you bend down. As I bend down, I couldn't get up. Then the head chef Dave was like, hey, what happened to you? Like why the F are you not moving? Then I was like, I cannot. And then my sous chef already knew. My sous chef was like, oh, Darren's actually in a lot of pain. And then after that, we finished service and then he talked to me. I mean, as in shout out, like he was really a good chef in that he had a very real conversation.
Yeah.
So he said, your back hurts, just do the MRI, see what's up. And then when I came back at the result, he was like, can I find another cook like any day? But can you find another bag?
Damn.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
then he
hard
say,
talk, man.
That's
like,
tough, man.
you just serve 2 weeks notice. You let us find someone else. And then ciao.
So maybe to paint the context of people, right? Your back wasn't just hurt. It was 3 discs that was hurt, right?
Yeah, so there's 3 herniation. So basically, like, it's not unusual. Like, most probably, if you got some nagging form of back pain and you're a bit older, there's some form of degeneration.
Okay.
But it's like through being very weak and like not having muscle and stuff like that. So like, it's
Right.
kind of been like, ever since last 2-3 years ago, like, I need to weight train and strength train like 3-4 times a week.
So,
so
sorry,
that
how
Right,
old were
right.
you when you had this problem?
I was, when I found out, it was army, it was 21.
Oh my
Oh, young,
goodness.
Isn't that way too young?
Yeah, lah. So that's why
Right.
back then the MRI doctor was like, wow, you are the worst case I've seen in my 20 years of practice.
Well, you want to be...
Damn.
Well,
at
you,
that age.
hey,
And he was very sure. He was like, I give you another 10 years, you can't come back for surgery.
Wow.
So we don't
Why
know.
your
I still
doctor
got
so-
3 more years.
Your doctor and your mother, are they the same person?
I confirm you should come back, man.
Hey, but
Tiger mom, tiger
congrats.
daughter.
I mean, you're the
Did you-
first person.
Yeah, did you go back for surgery?
No, not yet. So the thing about back pain
This is mad.
is a lot about if your core is weak
Yeah, you're
and your
dead.
body is unable to hold yourself upright,
You're gone.
Right.
your spine needs to find a way to be stable. So then pushing a disc out might form the stability, which is what causes a herniation. So with that being said, if you are young and you still don't have back pain, then it's important to not be too fat or don't be too weak.
Yeah, everyone here?
Yeah.
Important to not be too fat.
That's
You
me.
got your back pain.
I understand now.
You can be a bit fat, but not
Too
too
fat.
fat.
I love that we ended on the fat boy thing because Jenhan's on tour. I'm not saying he's fat. I'm saying Jenhan has a joke about fat Chinese boys.
That's true, that's right. But I also am wondering, just to bring us back on topic, I wonder if it's maybe the lack of nutrition and taste in the food because us Malaysians, we
you're
don't
right.
have back pain.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
are
No, 'cause
fat,
we
but
eat
we
well.
don't sleep this. You know?
Oh, we don't have sleep.
Yeah, the Santan house build the bone around.
that's right.
Also, maybe because like in Malaysia we have more like roadside shops, right, where it's stools, it's not chairs, so got no backrest.
that's
Your
true.
core must be strong.
Oh, that's true.
That's
I
a
think-
prerequisite.
Yeah, sometimes don't even have stool.
Oh, just
You
stand.
squat by the longkang
Squat,
and eat.
true.
The
See, our
rojak,
third world upbringing really comes in handy.
Yeah,
I
man,
think it's
yeah, I
important.
see.
I
Yeah.
didn't say anything. I've been quiet.
You haven't heard the rule. The closer it is to the longkang, it tastes better.
You see, I told you already, bro.
So one thing that's very interesting since I've landed, like I landed yesterday, is that
The smell. Sorry. Yes?
the sugar of the drinks, right?
Yeah.
Unreal.
200%. Yeah. I tell you, in Singapore, even my ama don't drink sugar drink anymore. It's like illegal.
That's
to
why
drink
your ama
sugar.
is still alive, bro.
Yeah.
You see,
Guess
we
whether our
have
ama-
no story that can say my ama. I cannot reference her anymore.
My
He's in the
ama-
past.
Both. Ama.
Just to be clear, my ama is
Ama,
dead.
ama.
Just in
I
case
got
you
one.
don't
I
know.
got left one.
Both. You left one.
I left one.
That's good.
Good lah,
It's
good,
one more
good.
than us already.
Yeah.
Hey. Cannot.
I have to say, right, like I recently was on tour to Singapore, right, and like every time, like I'm not sure if you experience this, but whenever we go to Singapore as a Malaysian, right, if you got Singaporean friend, they're very excited to bring you to eat Singapore food
Wow.
in hopes of like
Converting
This is
not
not
bad,
bad,
right?
yeah,
Not bad, right?
That's the
I
most
fell
that
for
they can say.
I fell for that once. I never fallen
Have
for it
you?
again.
Have you? So you've been a comedian how many years now, Jenna?
Oh, I think 15, 16
15
years.
years?
Yeah.
Right.
And you perform a lot
We
in
are quite
Singapore.
similar in a sense. Like when I was young,
Yeah.
I also want to perform, right? So I remember we had to write like, what's your ambition, right?
Oh.
I wrote clown, but I just didn't pursue clown.
Just be a chef in Singapore. lah. Anyway, it's a joke, right, to you?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, that's fire. That's mad.
Yeah.
How many times have you referenced Singaporeans not having good food?
Oh, very rarely, because a controversial statement. I actually quite enjoy Singapore food,
Okay, you need to check
Okay.
yourself. What do
Okay.
you mean by
but
that?
restaurant food.
Ah,
you know, restaurant food.
I have the
Yes,
same thoughts.
I
I have
agree.
the same thoughts.
That's
Yes.
why I always feel like you pay enough, right? The food is good, one, but you must pay enough. Our kopitiam, right? Cannot. Because the cost of things are so high. My parents are doing a dry goods business, so we know like how tight
The margins or
the margins are. So the cheapest soy sauce you can get is I think $4 for 5 liters. So $4 Sing for
Okay.
5 liters of soy sauce.
oh, my
And
gosh.
I know the manufacturers. There's no soy sauce in it. It's sugar, salt, and soy flavor.
Oh, you outing
Just
them,
calling
bro.
all of them out right
You
now.
outing
Yeah.
them now.
I'm not saying that Malaysia don't use this
Yeah.
kind because it's like
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
we don't even-
bottom,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
It gets.
But I
Yeah.
also feel like maybe it's the, like whenever I eat like Singapore version of, let's say, chicken rice,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It actually is like there is less flavor. Maybe it feels like it's a healthier version.
Like cleaner?
yeah.
No
is
lah,
that a government
it's-
initiative?
I would say in maybe like chicken rice here, you got the store owner will keep the bones and then they will simmer the broth and then they keep the broth then they make the rice. But in Singapore, it's like, have you heard of Knorr chicken powder? It's like
Knorr chicken
magic
powder.
powder. It's like
Oh,
under Unilever.
yes,
group,
yes,
there's
yes.
This Knorr chicken powder.
Oh, shuck.
And like,
Is it like MSG chicken wise?
It's chicken stock powder.
they
lah.
claim no MSG added lah, but it tastes like MSG. So it's
Okay,
chicken
okay.
stock powder.
Okay.
And then you just add like enough into your stuff. And
Oh,
then it
that
tastes.
sucks.
Okay.
Sorry, that's it.
So it's the shortcuts. It's the
I see,
shortcut.
I
would
see.
say.
So, I mean, there's this. Well, I guess it's a joke. I tell it on stage, but I genuinely believe it. I have to say, right? I think Singapore food has one quality that Malaysian food don't have, and that is Singapore food is very engaging.
It's very
Engaging.
engaging.
Yeah, yeah. The moment you eat, your whole body is engaged. Your mind is engaged. Like, what is a different word for no taste? Like, it's like only Singapore food is fun that way, you know?
That's mad.
Because like you can talk to friends about it. Correct or not?
I don't know how to stand up for my own
you eat,
country.
like you eat in Malaysia,
Yeah.
right? Nice, not nice, correct lah, right?
Sedap.
But in Singapore, you can discuss what's wrong with this.
Actually, that's right.
It's an activity.
It's an activity.
That's
see?
crazy.
The first time my Singaporean friend.
I'll really say like the hawker scene is sad.
Okay, the hawker is okay. I mean,
Singapore,
can't say it because you say like margin. Because really, the first time my Singaporean friend told me to take bak kut teh, right, I speechless, you know. Because
What,
the
the
minute I
pepper?
put
The
it in my
hot pepper
mouth, right, I look at my friend, I'm like,
it's just different
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
pepper bak kut teh not
With
bad.
bak kut teh, I think it's just because the expectation not aligned.
yeah. We expect herbal.
Yes.
They give me pepper soup.
Okay. So back when I was an intern in France,
Really?
there's this thing.
Wow, you
there
have to
was
bring
this-
out all the global stories.
Okay.
So there's this thing they cook like green bean, but for them green bean application is savory. So like they cook green bean as a starch. So when I eat it, right, you know we eat leg tau teng. You expect a dessert, green bean soup, sweet, like red bean soup. You expect sweet, but for them it's salty. And then I just hated. I angry. I don't want to talk to them because it
don't want to talk to them.
I angry.
I don't want to talk to them.
Because it break my sense of reality. Like to me, it must be sweet. How can it be salty?
That's
So I
crazy.
feel like the bak kut teh debate can be ended is the same way. Like when I say Hokkien mee, I expect white,
Yeah.
you all expect black.
Correct. And then Penang, expect different also.
Yes.
Ah.
In Penang,
Right,
it's
right.
prawn noodle.
It's
right?
prawn mee.
I'm just trying to stand up for my country.
Good job,
Yeah,
good job.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I have to give it to you. I agree. But even in itself, if you take it, if you take Singapore bak kut teh as a dish in itself, it's also not very good. So I feel like it's tough. It's tough.
Okay, but with all of that being said, like for the Singaporean listeners that are still here, anything later they might beat me after I say this. Anything you divide by 3.5, right? Confirm them shock lah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The
That's
other
fair.
debate I have is the Shiok and Shock.
Oh, don't get me started.
yeah.
I think
We say
Singaporeans bastardize Malay words.
Because in Singapore, it's Shiok, right? Shiok. We say Shock. Shock.
Because
what?
pronunciation wise, for Malay it's Syok. Yeah. That's why.
You know your country's national language?
I cannot sing the national anthem.
Okay,
So,
then don't
So
be proud of that, bro.
you know like when I watch those American shows, then like all of those live streams, sometimes they start with the national anthem.
Yes.
I feel like I think I know the tune of the American national anthem more than the Singapore
Isn't
national anthem
the
because I cannot pronounce the words properly and you get laughed at.
I thought you all change your national anthem every year.
No, that's the NDP songs.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Different, that one
This is
different.
Benjamin King wrote the
shout out
national
Benjamin.
anthem, right?
Okay,
It's
that's
my
interesting.
island. Isn't that your song?
Yes.
Jenhan was you did a show in Singapore
I did.
at my favorite venue
Yes.
at freaking Wild Rice.
The Wild Rice Theatre. Now, I have to say, like
also don't know.
Singaporeans, we joke, but I really like Singaporeans. I like the Singapore dollar.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the
Yes.
The
Singaporean.
Singapore currency
people,
say
The people, that's what I mean.
It's true.
People.
The people.
Yes. But I did do a show at the Wild Rice Theatre.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
it's genuinely one of the most beautiful theatre.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In Malaysia, be hard. We
No,
know
I
that.
understand the love for venues.
Yeah.
I love Changi Airport.
I love Changi
Yes,
Airport.
I'm
I
in
agree.
love with the airport.
I love Changi
I have
Airport.
still no idea where Wild Rice Theatre is. If you are
It's
listening,
in Funan.
it's in Funan, please.
It's
Oh,
gorgeous.
Tell me
bro.
about tell
Okay.
me.
Floor, yes.
Tell
I've
us about
never
this.
been.
Tell us
Okay,
about
the
this.
Wild Rice Theatre, it's kind of modeled after the theatre that Shakespeare performed in.
Crazy.
The Boston Globe Theatre, I think. So it's like on stage, the audience is not very far away. It's
Oh.
close by, but it's like 3 stories high. So it is purpose built for Malaysian performers. Because Singaporeans will watch, look down on us.
Wow.
You know, but very nice feeling.
Very nice
Very
feeling.
intimate.
Yeah. And then I heard it's acoustically treated that you
Yes.
don't even need to use a mic.
In a way. Yeah, in a way.
That's crazy.
Because the stage is a truss stage. So it's not like, so truss stage means the stage is a bit longer, like a catwalk.
Okay.
So it's audience on the left,
so
on the
fun.
right. Yeah.
Wow.
That's so fun.
I need to see this.
And
with
so
my
okay,
man.
so winding back, you said you've been a comedian for 15 years.
Yes, but oddly enough, this is this year was my first time ever doing my own show in Singapore.
Right.
Wait, how old are you?
I am 37 this year.
You look
15
young.
years.
Damn young.
Yeah.
eh.
You look
22.
damn young.
So I started
Oh.
after I finished college, I then just did comedy.
What do you study?
Advertising.
Oh, so is this the story? The one from advertising then suddenly being comedian?
No, not
Are we
really. I
celebrating
never
this one?
actually worked in advertising when
until now
yeah,
also.
Until now.
Yeah,
Until now,
yeah.
yes lah. Until now,
That's
yes.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wind the clock back. So you started doing comedy at 22.
Actually, I started performing when I was like 18.
That's
How was
crazy.
it like back then? Like, where are there spots in
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
interestingly, like the reason why I haven't been to Singapore in so many years, right, is because when we started the comedy scene, KL, back then there was like one show a month, and that's all we had. And then over the years, our scene grew. We had 2 comedy clubs. We have the Crack House. We have the Joke Factory. And during like pre-pandemic years, right, the Kuala Lumpur scene was like the best scene in our region.
Wow.
Yeah. So there was like, we didn't have much reason to go to
Other
Singapore.
countries, yeah.
Right, right.
But
Because
ever
the
since
Singapore
Ming
scene
Yue
was
entered the comedy scene, it's been shit.
Yeah. I want to say it's a bit like
brother, you can go into Singapore, bro. My house is here, bro. Okay? This guy really. This guy really.
Yeah.
This was the
We're
hot
having
spot.
fun.
This was the hot
This
spot.
guy
This,
really
the hot spot.
okay.
this really was a hot spot. I mean, like, but nah, there's a joke lah, which is like Singapore comedians. See, the advantage that Singapore and Malaysia have to perform internationally, right, is that we can speak English natively.
Yes.
Right? So whereas like there are really good comedians in like Indonesia, in Philippines, but they operate like dual language.
Correct.
In fact, now in Philippines, like English comedy is much smaller than like their local Tagalog
Okay.
comedy. But today, genuinely, the most interesting comedy scene is Singapore.
Is it?
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh.
Really?
There's so many shows in Singapore.
Yeah.
I heard there's a lemon stand.
Yes,
and
that's
then-
one of the club, right? So in Singapore, we've done lemon stand.
You go lemon stand all the time, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like in Singapore now, like any day of the week, there's
Got a show.
at least one show.
Yeah, yeah.
At least.
It's mad. So like
Yeah.
when I was there and I headline a show, Jenhan came to do an open set. Then he was like, "Ciao, bro, I got another show to do." He did 3 shows that night.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
Singapore.
mad.
Okay, Singapore. From my
Popping,
perspective, I always try to be like, we want to be like New York, you know, Got New York City feel, right? So do one show here, run another show, run another show.
And then safe
That was
lah.
cool,
So
lah.
when you all run here and there, then
It's true. So
Because you know, cannot grab, got too expensive.
But what is incredible is that in Singapore, like although there's so many shows, there's enough audience
Yeah.
to go.
wow,
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
didn't know that. I mean, I'm so out
No,
of touch.
legit,
in
dude, legit.
Singapore.
Yeah.
I think Singapore just has a much stronger like go out watch show culture.
yeah. Because
You
there's
know,
nothing else to
then-
do.
Yeah.
Malaysia stay in and watch Netflix.
Yeah, which is why like only this year I tried to go to Singapore perform and like it felt very nice because it felt like the effort you put in, you will see the results.
Yeah.
I
Like-
have to say that the Singapore audience, they really will come out and watch.
Yeah.
Like they're willing to
It
purchase.
feels like you're trying to like angkat to get a citizenship.
We
Oh, no, bro. I mean,
Hey, Lawrence. Let's
no,
make
no,
up,
no,
man.
no, no.
Let's make
no.
content
Hey,
together,
let's-
bro.
let's make content together.
I mean, the Malaysian audience is getting there as well.
Yeah.
Like
It's been wild,
we've
Malaysia has been
seen a
growing.
very big rise, especially because when Ming Yue started doing shows, we brought in our YouTube audience,
Yeah.
our social media audience, and a lot of these guys have never been to a physical comedy event before.
Yeah.
The comedy that they see is press play and then next video
Correct.
and press video. Then so from what we are seeing is in Malaysia, we are going through that new pour in of like all these audiences who
Yeah.
suddenly now, hey, I earn my own money now. I can actually go out and watch shows compared to last time. I need to watch free videos all the time.
Correct.
But in Singapore, it's way ahead. Like
It's
everyone
constant.
is there.
It's constant.
So I don't know, but I think only this year or
This
was
year.
it last year? Last year end, I watched my first comedy, like stand-up comedy. Like
Okay.
it was some UK guy, the one that does a lot of dark jokes.
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Ah.
Then
He's really
earlier
legend.
this year
Really
was
good. Wow.
the
Dark jokes.
Oh.
So I'm sorry because Chef like dark jokes. Maybe
Sorry,
he
sorry,
likes
my
like,
accent,
like
man.
food content and dark jokes.
The chef's like,
wow, what's that Japanese?
Asuko.
Asuko.
Yeah, she's
Asuko.
come-
She came.
her.
She came. Yeah.
It's coming again.
so that's what
It's
we mean.
coming again.
Because I think Singapore has a lot of buying power. So a lot of the international acts
Yeah.
all go to Singapore
Well,
now.
Asuko, I think, was quite funny because I don't know whether she was serious or not, lah, but during her set, she said that the next time I come to Singapore, I need to check to make sure that when they say a theatre, they didn't mean a movie theatre because
Yeah, she
They
performed in
booked
a projector,
Oh,
right?
shit.
it was
Yes.
like a cinema. So
Red
like,
room,
she
Yeah.
performed halfway, then got Godzilla sound from the next theatre. Like,
Oh, that's
shaking
crazy.
things up.
God.
But still good lah. I mean, it's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
and-
I was gonna ask Jenna, like, so because today,
Yes.
I feel like the whole content creation job and occupation is a lot more accepted by families today. Like there are children or university students who are like, I want to be an influencer, I want to be a creator. Back then, you were way ahead of the curve. What did your...
It's not true though.
No.
See, like I like the live performance. I never was good at like the online stuff. Because you guys were really good at like, back when like when the YouTube phase, right? Like I just didn't know how to do any of those things. Like I just like to perform, you know? And I feel like now I'm suffering. Because these days you really need to rely on like social media. Like you make like food videos. It's so important for like I guess like a personal brand also.
It's not enough to be a craftsman. You need to know to market your craft.
I never knew. I was always bad at that. So back then I just performed, and that was strange. But at least like my mom would tell me like, oh, take it as a hobby, right? But eventually, because it's a live show, she would come watch. Right. So that was okay.
Oh,
rather than like,
that's cool.
So your mom support.
She support.
That's cool, man. Honestly, that's
my mom support.
No, I'm curious. Like
Your mother already call you stupid, call you
no,
fat,
my
call you
mother
ugly.
support. My mother support.
Okay,
My mother
okay.
support.
Call him dumb bitch, you know.
Yeah.
Call him dumb bitch. Very important.
Hey, imagine your mother. You cook your steak, right?
No, my mom. Okay. So my mom is very hyper critical businesswoman. So
Okay.
she's like, back when I start learning how to cook, like you cook like food, right? Then normally normal parent will be like,
What does you cook, bro?
oh nice lah,
Yeah.
or like encourage you like. She just stare at me like it sucks.
Mother is
Yeah, but then again, she's
the Iron Chef.
she put her money where her mouth is in that. When I started doing content, even before I earn real money, like I was earning hundreds. She basically said, let me renovate the studio space for you.
Wow.
80K sing. That's the rate. Because we had to knock down the whole...
Sorry, just want to quickly translate to everybody. It's 250 ringgit, yeah?
50,000.
1,000. You left out the
Sorry,
1,000.
my brain haven't confirmed. 250,000 ringgit. Can buy
Zero
house,
haven't load.
can buy BMW,
Can buy
many things can buy.
You can buy the studio itself at some point.
Yes, correct. And the people to help you should. Singapore. That's crazy.
So she renovated it.
Your
Then
mom
she
really
say-
love you.
Yeah, I mean, she's hard lah, but she really does put the money...
Hey, shout out, auntie.
Okay.
Auntie, let's link up. Let's have a meal the next time we're in Singapore.
Let's shoot content together. We have a studio that needs renovating
Please,
also,
auntie,
right?
I need. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and then like luckily is that the moment studio renovation done, then I think 2 months after that,
Good job,
when I went quite viral. So like I think the
Alhamdulillah.
IG side jumped very quick.
Alhamdulillah.
So,
Syukur,
so yes,
syukur.
we like then luckily is that ever since then we've been being able to earn back and
That's
pay
good
back
lah.
stuff,
That's
right?
good.
So, like,
That's good. That's
yeah,
good.
so as harsh as she is, she got
man.
support.
I like-
Support.
She wants to give you the best possible environment
There's
to
two ways
succeed
to
in.
look at it lah. Or is it like this son really like ask you study, cannot study. Ask you want to be chef, then cannot be chef. Then like this
Hey,
is the
man.
last.
It's true.
Last push today, bro.
It's true
possible.
because if they can't take you at the dumb bitch, they can't have you. At
That's
the-
mad. That's
at
mad.
the
Like my
good boy.
sister already like
Yeah.
she graduated university, then like work good job. My cousin work good job. Then it's like I'm down here like I try my best.
But you see, the dumb bitch is a fertilizer of
Can
your
I
life,
just
bro.
ask, right? What was the viral clip that
what happened?
that made it?
Wow. So the first video that made me take this more seriously is I cooked some like pasta dish. Then within 4 hours, we had 60K views
Whoa, crazy.
on
What was this pasta dish?
TikTok.
Uh.
I can't remember. I think it's like some cream pasta.
You don't
thing,
say
right?
pepper and slap you.
Oh, God.
Then I mean that's the good thing about doing content, right? Like nobody eats the food. So like till now, like you don't know whether I can
Actually,
cook.
you're right. You are
Oh
right.
my god, I never thought
Wow.
of that.
The
Damn,
whole
dude.
F&B content world is based off the assumption that it tastes good.
Yeah.
So like that's the problem. Like even when I do live shows, I need to be very careful with the food that is served because you build the illusion that the food is good.
Oh, you damn real, bro. I
Yeah.
know
You
shit.
sure, right? Like none of you all tasted the food. You all think I can
But
cook.
it's the same. It's the same.
Wow,
I
shit.
correct.
I'm so
correct.
upset now, and like so envious at the same time. No,
Right.
I wish I can just like people look at me. He looks funny lah. So let's go watch it.
So he
Cannot,
should,
you know.
yeah.
You're right. When the
right.
day you finally meet them in person, start liao.
Yeah.
The real deal come out.
So when people
ah.
come, then I get stressed. Even when friends, like when you meet new people, then they come over to the studio to eat dinner, then it's like, oh, these are the people that actually tasted the food. So it needs to be edible at least. Like so that at least they don't leave and like, wow, this guy actually cannot cook.
That's a
Like,
very
no
low
good.
standard
Wow,
to
that's
set,
mad, bro.
Edible is a lot. That's a very low standard, bruv. A lot of people can eat a lot of things.
Did you ever feel that sort of like I don't know if this is imposter syndrome. I don't know if this, but because you've done so many shows and then you've performed with like people like Douglas and Jason and all these people, right? When you and also just for everyone, context wise, Jenhan took a break from comedy for a while.
I didn't so much as take a break. But pandemic, no more shows to do.
Correct.
Forced break.
What happened in that? What were you doing, and how did you end up also at the agency?
During the pandemic, it was in 2019. Before the pandemic, I was doing the show. It was called the MACC, Malaysian Association of Comedians.
One of Malaysia's best exports.
So we also toured like around the region as well. And we performed together for 10 years.
Yeah,
crazy.
And we thought in 2019 that like the objective of why we were touring for 10 years is we wanted to build an industry. Right? We wanted to build an industry. And in 10 years, then we had comedy clubs. We had more of these pop-up shows. There were more comedians. So we thought, okay, now it's time to end it and pursue our own career. Because it was not healthy for the industry if like, let's say, arguably we were 4 of the top English-speaking comedians.
The 4 heavenly kings.
Who's the 4?
So it was him, Jason Leong, Ho, and Douglas Lim.
So it's really top of top already.
So in Singapore, the equivalent would be Kumar.
Well, basically, it's I guess Kumar. If stand-up comedy, right? Then it will be Rishi, Sharul, and Fast.
Probably?
Yeah. Like that's it, right?
That's it.
This
That's crazy. So you guys decided
it was
that
unhealthy because
the
like
end of it would be
can you imagine if like we charge tickets like 88 ringgit lah?
Okay, what's the new guys gonna charge, right?
Yeah. Audience will go like for 88 I can watch 4 of the top.
Correct.
Why would I pay for someone younger, right? So it was not healthy to continue.
Is 88 expensive?
Yes. Compared for everything, Malaysia is expensive. Yeah.
Well, 88 ringgit. I think for a show,
it's 150 ringgit.
Okay, actually, to me, it feels damn tight, like damn worth to watch 4 people for 88.
So 88 for 4 people is something. 150 is what people pay to go for concert. You know,
like that's what concert you going so cheap?
Wait. Like, IU came last week.
IU came last week. You know how much I paid? I paid $800.
Okay.
One ticket, bro.
You see, that is Korean level. Korean level. 150 for a ticket is like you like the fella, but you're sitting like maybe 1 kilometer away from him. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So 88 is damn cheap.
I mean,
but so in the comedy scene, like, is it a struggle to charge high?
Yes. And I feels like from that time to now, like we didn't really have a good time in terms of the industry because comedy clubs got shut down. Comedy clubs closed down.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Permits get cancelled.
Is
like
comedy still edgy? Like, is it still hard? Because like, okay, as a Singaporean, I don't know, can we talk about it? Can like, So like we do hear like said comedians say something wrong and then like kinda clamp down. And stuff like that. Is it still
Malaysia is
you hear that about Malaysian comedian?
Malaysian comedian.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
I think Singapore now we reach a point that you scold government also can. Like don't go too crazy.
Right.
Like I think I feel the media scape in Singapore changed in the sense that if it's obviously a joke, it's fine. Because like everybody kind of knows the joke. They they just accept it. But if you are doing something like you're spreading something like misinformation, then that's where it becomes a problem.
Okay.
But in Malaysia, like the sense
I have to say the sensitivity level is much higher here.
So it's still dangerous.
Oh yeah,
it can be,
you got to be smart, dude. When you're a minority joking about the majority, you have to be smart, bro.
That's why I like Singapore so much.
And actually, as Singapore government, I got a lot of things to say to you.
That's it.
You want to say that you have been doing an amazing job.
So after that,
pandemic happened. Then there was no shows. And then a friend of mine was starting an agency and like I had worked with him on a campaign before. Because last time, like when I was a comedian, like sometimes we do campaigns, right? Then he said, would you ever consider? I'm like, yeah, let's try. And I did. And we didn't know how that was going to go. But eventually it went well. In fact, this is the theme of my tour this year. So I haven't toured or performed in many years. I really enjoy it again. I feel the same struggle. You know how crazy it is? In 2019, the MACC show, right? We used to sell like 1,500 tickets.
Crazy.
1,500 seater one night, and we did 3 nights. But that was like the finale.
Crazy.
Right.
Recently, I only managed to sell 25 tickets in Malacca.
Oh shit.
It's like, that's how the culture has kind of shifted, but I also have been away, right?
Yeah.
So this year's tour, I'm very excited because it's about, I used to think I was always an artist, like comedian. Then suddenly I go to work, and that's the thing that artists don't like the most, right? And it was very hurtful.
Oh my
because,
god!
Like, as a comedian for 15 years, I win 0 awards. I've never won anything. Work in agency, I was a creative director. 1 year, 9 awards. Why so good at this job?
Wow,
but also good.
But no, it's like low key flex like try already 9 awards.
Bro, it's like, I really want to sing, but when I cook, I treat Michelin
it's imagine if I even try at my job.
If I really wanted,
you don't understand. It's very
hurtful,
that you want.
Because I want to.
No, but you're right. Because both jobs is you have to be a wordsmith for both jobs.
Right? I guess the consistent thing is that I'm sure you all know also, jokes and like say you're building a strong campaign, it needs to hinge on a very strong human insight or observation.
Yes.
And that's what we do as comedians, right? We look at people's behavior.
Yeah.
But I would say maybe being a comedian help with your agency job because like you are forced to look at as a comedian, you're a comedian, you can make coffee funny. So it's the same thing, where you can make coffee interesting. Yeah. Because you are forced to squeeze the comedy.
Well, you try to see things from a different perspective.
From his 9 awards, it doesn't even have to be forced to do it at some point, right?
No, don't say 9 Don't say 9. There's a award show coming up, maybe more But we'll see But just
I love it.
But kidding aside,
flexing.
I genuinely really love performing, and like that's why when you told me that Darren was here, I went and watched. I'm so fascinated by like how you can turn like just food content into content, and people always assume it's just you just film yourself cooking. It's true. But it's never just that.
Yeah, there's a very
just
big...
Just press record Why? What's so difficult?
You see this one.
These are 9 awards.
No, it's been a nightmare, man. Like I think for me, my studio has no natural light, so there's no windows. There's no nothing. So like since I started shooting in the studio, it's always been a struggle to light it, to make it look.
Light is one thing.
I suspect your mom didn't build you a studio. I think she built you a prison.
Yeah. Makes sense. Very big door,
so.
like iron.
The kitchen is at the wall side. Then the windows are like the opposite. So
question. The lock is outside the door, inside the door.
Is it a grill? Is the grill very thick?
Like, outside you got security guard all the time.
Then we know already. But we tell people, right? Because people assume that Malaysia is a food country, right?
Yeah.
So technically people assume that if I make food content, it will work. But it's not as easy. It's not as easy to like, I'll just go there.
In fact, as a Malaysian, that's what I envy about the Singapore way. Where it's like Singapore, like we always get upset when apparently Singapore claims something, but they didn't claim something. They just are good at making that look presentable and nice. Malaysians are.
I feel like I cannot comment on it. I'll get beat.
You're right. You're right.
No. I think it's true.
It's like branding lah.
The branding them good, bro.
The presentation is good because I agree. Like when I go to Singapore, bro, hands down, right? Go restaurant, right? Cannot fight. Any foreign food in Singapore, bro, no fight really.
I think it is true. So like, if you want to have a good time and eat like Western style food, so like
really,
you eat European fare, I would say the top restaurants in Singapore are on par or even better than the average restaurant in Europe. Like the standard is there. Like every work in France, like
it's true.
The food quality is there because also everything's flown in.
Your wife, she specializes in Western cuisine.
Yeah.
She's also a judge for food competitions in Malaysia and Singapore.
Actually, I got a question. I mean, like, and it sounds like a joke, but genuine question. What is Western food actually? Because for Malaysian, Western food is spaghetti and chicken chop. You know? I actually am curious.
That's the thing.
Western food.
This is like a super nerdy deep dive, but okay. Basically, back when we were colonized, I think Malaysia at some point we were colonized. Together. We were like Britain's bitch.
Is that what they teach in school?
No, we basically were colonized. Then the Hainanese were the ones that made food. They were the cooks.
Yeah. Okay. I was literally going to bring Hainanese cuisine into it when he said what is Western food. Yeah. Because I was going to say, because Hainanese food is like really in the middle there.
Yeah. So the Hainanese food is what they basically, the Hainanese people, they adapted the cuisine to suit the taste buds of the British people. So like chicken chop is where does chop come from? The chop come from lamb chops.
Yep.
But there's no lamb. So we have chicken. So it's chicken chop.
Yeah.
And then baked beans, British.
Yep.
And then French fry.
Yeah.
Is set.
I read that chicken chop is actually not a Western dish.
It's not a Western dish.
It originated in Asia.
Yeah,
Chop
there's
where?
no
Chop
such
what?
thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's
Like
no chop.
chicken chop and like, I think chicken Maryland. It's like a
Bro,
doesn't
what's
exist.
Maryland, bro?
What's Maryland? I don't know.
Maryland is like the chicken
yeah.
inside sumbat something. Or
Some-
it's like
yeah,
stuffed
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
It's like stuffed chicken.
It's
Yeah.
like a schnitzel. It's like a
It's like a schnitzel. Yeah,
So then like how there's this Hainanese pork chop where they put the tomato sauce over.
Yeah.
That's also like after the
Right.
So the British sort of, I think they about to zao already. Then the Chinese guys start to eat their own food.
Oh.
Then they make it like okay lah. Then now Chinese
make
eat, then we
nicer.
add ketchup.
Then they put the sweet and sour ketchup on it.
Something
Wait,
like
sorry.
that.
So that is what Western food means.
So when you say Western food, it's very hard because
Anything
where
west of us,
is
is
the
it?
West? Like
Where's
if
the West?
The
Yeah,
US
that's what I'm-
hamburger is Western food. But then if you were to say like you go to France, that's also Western food.
But
Italian food
also,
also Western food.
operating on that that trajectory of rational, right?
Wow. Trajectory
Okay.
of
West,
rational.
if you go far enough,
come back
right,
here, right?
it's also India and then China. You know.
So actually your wife can cook what one?
Actually, his wife cook everything.
I see.
That's what we're saying. Because
Okay.
Western food is what?
Maybe we start from there. Like your wife is a
So she's a food. Currently she works as a food consultant.
Right,
but
right.
Okay.
Back then she was so like also chef lah. We were both chefs but at different establishments.
Okay.
So she
Okay.
worked in New York for a period of time.
Whoa.
Oh,
And
damn
then-
flex.
Oh, that's
okay.
very West. That's
Why?
very
Okay,
West.
then question.
Okay.
If I'm in New York, right, what is Western food to me?
Right.
That is Asia, lor.
So that's why I think the kopitiam in New York,
Okay.
they do sell chicken chop as like
Oh.
that's local. Actually,
That's
that's
like
more
Asian.
Asian food.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. So what is a traditional Western food will be like? Maybe if you say Italian food, then there will be your spaghetti. Then if
Okay.
you say French food, there will be like your
French fries.
The French fries are not
Sorry.
from France.
Yeah, sorry. If in France, it's just called fries.
I think frites or
French
fries
beans.
are from
Beans,
Belgium. If I'm not
Then
wrong.
as a chef,
French bean.
Uh-huh.
can you please explain us the French fries? The French come from where?
I don't know. I think it's just like a term that it just got.
Just
I'm
happened.
not sure. I
It's,
don't.
it's the Julian
cut.
It's a
cutting.
kind of cut.
Hey,
Oh, Julian
I
sound like
know
French
it.
name lah. Sound like French name.
Is it Julian?
No, Julian thinner. It's more baton.
Okay,
baton.
thank you. That's crazy. I love how this podcast has ended up being a mixture of a lot of food conversation
Okay.
and also about how you guys ended up in where you are today.
Uh-huh.
It's a bit mad because I feel like it's a very unorthodox sort of like Chinese Asian job.
It's a
to
bit
be-
Western, huh?
It's a bit Western. For if you're located here to be a content creating food chef and a comedian, do you ever regret?
No regret.
No regret.
No regret. The only regret is probably like I should have learned how to do content earlier.
Right.
Yeah, it's somehow harder to try to pick it up as an older person.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know where the level of cool is. Because
Right.
sometimes I work with like my Gen Z colleagues, right?
Yeah.
And I try to like be cool with them.
Right.
But I go too far. I'm like, just call me Skibidi Kwa. And they're like, oh,
Oh, cannot say,
you know, like,
Wow,
that's like
even
too.
for me,
Yeah, I could feel I felt the cringe come right
Hold
from
up.
there.
So I'm like,
I was right there. I was like a heart attack.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
like-
from the food.
I'm like, I thought if I go younger, then you know you will be the old person, ma. So I go Gen Alpha, lor. Then
No,
they're
I
like,
think
you know,
like the
like,
trend is
So I don't
going
know.
to the more you are yourself. Like, you want to
Right.
be old, just be old lah, then you're cool. I think
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
let's do a quick exercise here, right? So you found a niche in creating food content. That's you. So you now have a bit of insight to who Jenhan is, right? So he's been a comedian for X amount of years. He's
Damn.
also worked in an agency.
Damn.
If he was going to start creating content, like you said, there was more him, right? What would your suggestion be for Jenhan?
For someone who has one
And then
mind-
after that, he will give you advice on if you were going to pursue comedy.
So-
Because he want to.
So for someone who has
genre that would be.
For someone who has won 9 awards already, right, and still not happy.
Not that many.
Like to do
Having
food
hit-
content. Like
No,
if
no,
you
no,
want to
like
do
content,
food
lah, just
content.
general content.
social media content. What
Wow.
should he be making?
Yeah.
I think the more unhinged you are, the better. Like just say things for what it is. And then
Damn.
like, then that's there lah. Then just leave it out there and let people react.
Then what's your biggest learning from making content?
yeah.
My biggest learning is that if you want to earn money, then you cannot do that. So we had this conversation with me in the car. It's like, if
Basically,
you
you're
want
telling me, Make crazy content, put it out there, let people think you're crazy,
No,
and
but
then that's it lah.
That's it.
That's it lah.
Difference is
no
that
reaping of any benefits.
if you want to sell tickets, you want to convince people that you're a funny guy.
Yes.
Then that's the point you want to make. But if let's say you want to get brand deals, no brand is gonna work with you if you're always saying crazy shit, right?
It's true.
So it depends on what you want to sell. It depends on if for me I cannot.
What is your objective like is what you're saying.
Yeah, what's the objective? What do you want to achieve?
I guess maybe because he's a comedian, that will work. Because then it translates to he funny online, he will funny in real life.
Yes.
But then that's always not true. I mean, like they always assume that comedians like, hey, why you're not funny in real life?
Is there a big pressure to be funny?
I feel it's actually the other way around. I feel like I see a lot of influencers and I will get shit for this. A lot of influencers and content creators are funny online. But it's online because you can cut it.
Okay.
And this is my biggest
They can
learning.
edit the personality.
You can edit personality and humor in.
Yeah, you know what you said just now about like when you make food content, right?
Yeah.
The pressure starts when you're in person and you can taste your food.
Yeah.
If you're a comedian online, the real pressure is the first time you step on stage.
Wow.
Wow, I tell you, we all were there for Ming Yue's first show, right? Wow. We not even performing. All our backside are like this, you know.
Because it was really good on stage.
Like-
but it's our value as a collective. You know?
Because, but how did it go? The
Oh,
first
he
show?
freaking crushed it, bro.
I think I would like to think it went very well.
Oh, I
I would like to
see.
do
There
it.
was not a sad face.
Yeah.
There was just happy people.
Yeah. There was
Generally, comedy show don't have
Yeah,
sad face
start
lah.
from
no,
there.
sometimes it's sad if it's bad, you know.
Yeah.
And so one
was good, it was
biggest
good.
learning for me from coming into comedy because we've made content our whole lives, right? Like I realized that you cannot, you can fake funny online, but the minute you meet the person, right, you can tell just like that, and that's a very it's weird that you say that. I feel like this skill I cannot pick up, but in another way of looking at it, you actually have the more important skill.
You have the important
is that you are
ingredients
genuinely a funny person. Right? And that's why, to me, with that, right, it's easier to go back into making funny content rather than a lot of content creators coming up and they want to be comedians, right? And they go on stage, you're just like, what the heck is happening?
I see.
It's something like you are really good at styling food, for example, right?
But you cannot cook.
Oh,
you cannot
yeah.
cook.
But he can cook. That's the thing.
Correct. So you just need to manufacture it backwards only.
You
So
see lah, you haven't
this is
tasted
a long way of
lah.
saying
We
that you
don't
say
know.
Singapore can package stuff properly, so we can play it well. but we
100%.
cannot-
100%.
bro.
I just got it.
Like very bad tasting,
but look
yucky
good.
food.
Correct.
You know,
Because you
can
see
sell.
our
Jewel of
Yeah.
the East, bro.
you see the auntie uncle beside the drain, right? What they know about plating?
They don't need-
Sometimes their thumb
They put in
also
a
masuk your
plastic
bowl,
bag.
yeah.
Use a plastic
Bro,
bag.
when they give you the soup, your fingers inside, bro.
Yeah, sometimes he feel you mouth to mouth also, bro. But when you eat the food, right, it's like, wow.
Okay.
So
I get it.
your suggestion for him is to just post up stuff that's unhinged
I would say
and crazy.
just be yourself, lor. Like just
Yeah.
be. I mean, you're funny, right? Then what's the like? I mean, I'm not saying that you're joking.
Okay, actually, okay, let me make this easier and like more engaging for you. Can you give me some advice as your mom?
Oh shit.
What would your mom tell me?
Oh,
if my
damn.
mom like, 哇，你做15年了，你还这样啊？
What he say? What he mean?
You say, you do this 15 years, you still like this.
Wow. Hey, your mother that's savage.
That's my mom. Seriously.
Your mother mad.
My mom.
But your mother don't know he got 9
But that's
movie to 10 awards.
I
already.
say, but that is what has
But
pushed-
my mom also will say, you got 9 awards. Is it nobody participating?
Wow. Hey, your mother did shut up, man. Auntie. That's crazy. That's mad.
I think your mom should make content.
Yeah, I think actually you should sit down.
Yeah.
You should let your
I
mother
think
use
she
the
will.
drill cell
Actually,
already.
it's true. Last time it's like you get A, right? Your parents say, I think the test too easy.
Yeah. Okay, now let's flip it. Jenna,
Yeah, yes,
now
yes.
it's your turn to F him
You
up,
are-
alright?
No, F him up lah.
Darren, we were talking today and he shared with me one of his dreams at some point is
Oh,
to
damn.
try
Really?
out stand-up comedy.
Oh shit.
Really?
I'm a huge fan.
He's a huge fan, so he
Right,
watches
right.
and all
I
that.
basically, my whole, like, of the podcast I listen to is like Tom Segura.
Yeah. Oh, I love Tom
I freaking
Segura.
love Tom
So,
Segura.
wait,
Oh
do
my
you all-
gosh. Yeah.
Ming Yue doesn't know Q Tony. Do you
Oh,
know
I'm so
Q Tony?
sorry. I don't know.
Oh, cute Tony, very big, very
But-
LA side of comedy lah.
okay.
Very big
You
deal.
not to know.
I prefer Tom Segura.
Oh, okay. So I guess he likes the LA type of like he likes the naughty boy comedy,
The
like
naughty
that. Yeah,
boys.
naughty boy comedy.
Does it look like it? But then when it come
I
out
like
the word,
Naughty Boys also. Wait,
Okay. Hold up.
Why you're shocked?
No, hold up.
you
Your
don't
wife is
accept
confused. You know, that's all I'm saying. All right. So okay. So he wants to venture one day.
Okay.
When the food business is not getting him enough money.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is
He
like
wants to
3 months from
venture.
now.
So
Okay.
real advice.
Real advice, but also now that you've gotten to know him over the past 49
Right.
minutes.
Yes.
Right.
What would your advice be to him?
okay, genuine advice is stand-up comedy is something you cannot like think one. You must go and you must jump into deep end.
That's actually true.
You must jump into deep end. And Singapore is the best place now because number one, a lot of shows.
Okay.
Right. Secondly, is that I think your character is very interesting. Like not just your background. Okay, firstly you chef and then you fat. There's different story lah.
Then the face
That's just
ugly,
circumstance,
face tway. Okay, continue. I like it.
just,
Yeah, it sounds like my mom's talking
like-
to me right now.
Like you look like someone who is really not successful.
Oh,
and
thank
like
you.
got nothing going for you in your life.
Yeah,
lah, you know.
wow.
Those
Like-
are strengths
Like the
in
cup
comedy.
bang you, they reverse
Those
and
are
bang
strengths in comedy. I love that.
How much do you hate yourself?
You imagine if you're too good looking, who wants to laugh at you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you should be thankful that your appearance is like this.
Wow.
Not just back broken, face broken. These are strengths.
These are gifts from God.
Gifts from God.
Woo, I'm getting roasted. Shit.
But jokes aside, right? The who you are, right? Your upbringing, that's genuine strength in comedy.
100%.
And I think a lot of like first time performers, they are very afraid to engage that. So it's kind of the same advice. You tell me, just be yourself, right? In comedy, being yourself is the strongest thing you can do.
Oh, shit.
Actually, that's
It's
true.
true.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true. Because you cannot have anyone else tell the story that only you can tell.
Ah.
So the more true you are to the dumb bitch stories, right? The more laugh come out.
Just be a sohai on stage.
Really no. Just
Eh,
pretend you're your mother scolding yourself.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, and how you feel about it. So it's not so much of like you just be an idiot on stage, but like why you have to ask like why are you being an idiot? What makes you be an idiot? Usually that's where the real
stuff is.
That's the plating. You got the ingredients already, then that's the plating.
Wow,
you know what I
you're
mean?
getting
So
And
they're
then-
saying that
different
don't
level,
go
bro.
to therapy.
Yeah.
Use the trauma to be a comedian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Because then they
Correct.
pay you.
yeah.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
What for you pay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Siao ah.
For one pay. Yeah.
But if you
Correct.
go for therapy, I don't think it's about the comedy part. I think that one
It's
your
a-
mom.
it's a-
Bring your mom.
Yeah, bring your mom.
I think that one
And
is
talk about the
something,
jail cell.
something very serious, very deep inside.
First time we all meet, we can tell you, bro.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
important. Before we wrap things up, Jenhan, I think we
Yes.
need to talk about Noted with Thanks.
Yes, right. Noted with Thanks is my tour.
Okay.
I am still going to perform in Penang, 22nd
Hey,
of June.
Penang.
Damn.
Penang. I love Penang.
Penang.
Then Kuching, 13 July.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then I'm going to film the special in KL. So 26, 27 July at
Which
DJ
I'm
Pack.
opening for.
Oh,
Yes,
damn.
that's
If
right.
he's still having me. We haven't.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Yes,
We haven't.
Okay,
It'll be
okay.
so embarrassing if he's like aiming. Actually,
Yeah.
I
that
got
out.
Jason. I got Jason.
No, actually, I got this very wonderful chef from Singapore.
His first
and
time?
his mom.
Can you imagine taking that risk?
That's crazy.
I would go to watch that. Seriously. Oh my
if anyone's watching this, you guys, you all need to know. I watched Jenhan when we started doing content creation, and I was shocked that. I mean, I know Douglas because
Yeah.
Douglas he's old, right? Whatever. Jason's old. whatever.
OLD.
Yeah, OLD. I saw Jenhan. You were in your 20s at that time. I would like to believe.
Yes.
Because we've been doing this for 10 years. I saw Jenhan, and in my mind, I was like, how is this possible that a guy in his 20s, a Chinese guy, is doing comedy? And I remember very clearly, it was a night in Publica at the B.
Yep.
You and Douglas did a set.
Oh.
This was for Kakao.
Back when
Yes,
the beast still
comedy
is quite
Kakao,
popping.
yeah.
Yeah.
And oddly enough,
crazy.
I mean, this is not like a together wang story, okay?
No,
But
oh
like,
my god.
I also remember the reason why I remember you is because we always get told, or at least I always get told that we look alike.
Yeah, I used to get that as
Yeah,
well.
and when during the YouTube time, right? Like I still remember one of the videos that you guys make that I was like, wow, I wish I can do stuff like that. It's a video that's meant to look like a one take one. Many years ago.
Oh, it
followed
was the
behind
one, the
back of-
APW one.
Yes.
It was the APW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was a nightmare, man.
Also, fun fact,
Yeah.
this is like crazy, like the law at Darren's deep, right? Jenhan's sister was my housemate in England.
Oh shit.
So I met...
Why you oh shit?
What?
What do you hear?
I just
Because
said,
she's
oh
not
shit,
telling me anything.
No, nothing.
Just kidding.
It's cool. Yeah. But yeah, that's how it's crazy because like
Yeah.
it runs that far back.
Oh
It's quite
my
cool.
gosh.
Oh.
And then, you know what's interesting? Me and Darren's mom, right? We share the same thoughts, you know.
Yeah, hey, you're very similar. In a
It's
nutshell,
such a small world. Such a small
in a
world.
nutshell, what is Noted with Thanks about and what can people expect when they come up for the shows?
Okay, so this show, basically, I think it's to do with me dealing with like self-acceptance.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because it's like I whole life think I'm comedian. Suddenly have to go to work, feel genuinely like as much
And
as I make a
accidentally
joke.
win 9 awards.
Accidentally win 9 awards, but like felt like a fraud, you know, because all you want to do is comedy. But
Right,
actually,
right.
can you do both?
Right,
Wow.
right,
I guess
right.
that's what I'm exploring in a comedy show.
I love
Right,
that. That's
right.
the kind of existential crisis we need.
And how about Pantry Boy? What's Pantry Boy about?
What's Pantry Boy about?
So
What are you up
basically-
to the next few months, bro?
Yeah.
What are you doing in your mom's studio?
Jail. Prison dungeon.
Wow. Upcoming things.
Yeah.
Actually, not much. Just follow me, watch my video, help me help me
Ah.
stay relevant.
So
I
he
need to
can
earn money.
pay for his backbone.
I need to pay for my backbone. I need to pay for my future spine injury.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
Be sure
Important.
to do that. And then man, go attend their shows. Okay, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, go and take Shiok. I'm okay, man.
Okay.
I know you're Singaporean. Your dollar very strong. But
I say okay, I was gonna wait there.
Technically, it's sure cheaper than your Grab ride, oh, brother.
Actually, that's
Oyo.
very true, lah.
It's true, lor.
Okay, the
wanna-
most I've paid for a Grab 46 Sing.
Oh, that's crazy.
for this,
You see all the Malaysians
Yeah.
gasping?
Wow.
Because that's
Do you hear
130
our
ringgit,
poverty?
bro.
Do you hear the sound of poverty?
140 ringgit, actually.
That's crazy.
I think you can buy a bus ticket or one-way flight to Singapore.
You can
Yeah,
actually
right?
go Thailand, I think.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's mad. Oh, yeah. Anyway,
I want to end. Minghan's going to go through a couple of hot takes
I am?
that I want both of you to react to
Okay.
and give your first top line thoughts, okay?
Okay.
We'll always start with Darren first
Yes.
because he's Singaporean.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So Minghan's going to go through a couple of hot takes. We'll only do maybe 3 to 5.
yeah, because we talked about some of this.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then we will end it. Okay?
Right. Malaysian food doesn't taste better. It just tastes different.
It's just cheaper.
You're just supposed to say yes
no
or
one
no.
asking you to-
Like, do you agree?
Nobody asking you to bitch about
Yeah,
this.
hey, shut
So,
your
okay,
mouth.
well, give us the
So,
brief
okay,
again.
okay.
Brief us again.
Okay,
brief us
so let
again.
me brief y'all again because
Okay.
obviously some of y'all lacking comprehension. Okay, so here the statement.
It's okay. He
Okay.
said
Say yes or no.
He said he was
Agree and then give a supporting reason in one sentence. Okay?
He's panicking right now because this is what he couldn't do in school.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
couldn't do it.
So-
Don't understand.
Okay, let's try.
Okay, we'll flip it. We let
Alright,
Jenhan start.
alright,
Okay.
alright.
Okay.
Singapore bak kut teh is just water and pepper.
Yes, that is very true. It's water, pepper, and sometimes salty because tears.
Okay. Darren, true or not? True, false.
Wow.
Mm.
I like Singapore bak kut teh, so I would say no.
Okay.
It's just different. Yeah, it's
Okay,
just
okay,
different.
okay.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
Darren will start the next answer.
Alright. Chai peng is cheaper than chap fan.
Oh, no way.
What's Japan?
Mixed
I
rice.
was going to ask why is
Isn't that the
chai
same
peng?
thing?
It's
mixed
their
rice.
version of economy rice.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
But it's
Wow.
the same thing, what?
Oh, okay. We're going to
Okay.
find out. How much is an average price of chai?
Let's say you get rice, veg, meat, and 1 egg.
$5.60. Sing.
Which so specific? $5.60.
About there lah.
He go
Below
there.
6. Below 6.
$5.60. Okay,
If you order fish, right, 8 max.
8 max.
$8
On top
max.
of what you already take.
If you don't
No,
convert,
no.
that
If
is
you don't
cheaper.
take the
cheaper,
meat, you
100%.
take fish.
Okay, dollar for
Oh.
dollar,
$8
that's very
sing.
cheap.
It's that
Yes,
cheaper than
dollar for
100%.
dollar, that is very.
It's economy,
100%.
right?
You
How much
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it here?
How much? Answer.
Here, if let's say you take fish, with fish,
Wah, Jan.
minimum 15, I think.
Yeah.
You
15
gone.
ringgit.
You really
Can get
got.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's 5 Singapore dollar lah. Sorry lah. So
So is it cheaper? Depends who's paying.
depends.
Yeah.
Really
If a
depends.
Singapore bring, yes, it's cheaper.
But which one more delicious?
Hey, no, we don't have to go there.
Oh,
We don't-
okay, I see.
The question and there. The question
I
and
see.
there.
Alright, hot takes. Malaysians secretly prefer Singaporean chicken rice.
No lah. This no.
Oh,
No. We don't
okay.
secretly prefer Singapore chicken rice.
Right.
We very blatantly dislike Singapore chicken rice. We don't hide it lah. I think we
Understand.
don't hide it.
I think that's fair.
I would say no also because Singaporeans do travel all the way to Malacca just to eat chicken rice.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
The
Malacca
one in the
chicken
balls,
rice,
they like balls.
and that's not even good.
We don't like that.
I don't think the people in Malacca even like
Yeah.
the
My
Malacca chicken
wife
rice.
is from Malacca.
She doesn't
She
like
don't
that.
even eat those.
Why?
Because it's tourist food, bro.
I think we do 2 more.
Yeah.
Let's do 2 more.
Okay. Actually, what is Singaporean mihun?
Wow. I
also don't know. Sia.
This is a good question.
Bihun.
I don't know what is it. I also don't know this.
Even what's the context to this?
Oh,
yes, Singapore noodles, Singapore
It's
noodles.
Singapore noodle. Well, actually, what is Singapore
So-
noodles?
No, nobody knows. There's no such thing as a Singapore noodle. I think the closest thing to a Singapore noodle is like Sing Chu Mi Fen.
这是什么？
It's like bihun, you fry with, I think, char siu.
Okay.
Oh.
But it's like nothing. It's nothing special. It's just.
So there's no signature element.
Actually,
because
right? Is there a national dish of Singapore? What's the
Do you have
the
a
chili
national
crab
dish?
ah.
chili crab?
Right, are you going to contest chili crab?
No,
Okay,
okay,
That's
question.
ours.
It's I.
Okay,
it's
I give you.
Oh.
I'll give
Yeah,
you.
I'm not saying whether nice or not. I'm
No,
saying that
I'm not saying that's or not.
your claim.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
saying
we don't
because
like
because
claim.
okay.
I think
instead
I
of-
give you because to me it's like there's
Instead of
redundant
that,
flavors.
the next one we do chili crab is Singapore's only pride.
Hey,
Oh.
no lah, cannot say
Cannot
that lah.
lah.
Their GDP also damn good. eh.
Only pride when it comes to food.
When it comes to food.
When it comes to food.
No lah, we got
What else? What else you got?
bak kut teh nice.
I think that's all.
Yeah, I
I think.
think- No lah, you dumb bitch.
What else? What else they got? Okay, let's say you were a Malaysian selling another Malaysian Singaporean food. How do we end this?
Let me think. Okay,
what else is good?
There's this like something like Hakami.
In Singapore?
BCT? No, bakcho
Bakchomi.
Bakchomi, y'all don't have, man?
Bakchomi we have.
What
Bakchomi is like Hakka noodles.
Yeah.
So it's like the thicker noodles. It's got minced meat and like some.
Okay, oddly enough, Hakka noodle in Singapore is Hakka noodle. It's sold as Hakka mian. But then bak chor mee is bak chor mee. So I think both are similar. But basically it's the chili pai mee, but instead of going the dry chili, you put sambal. And then you add vinegar.
Yes.
Vinegar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes ketchup. Wow, you confirm beat me, but sometimes ketchup.
The ketchup, no lah.
Ketchup
But
nice.
I think that's quite special. The other thing is, I think katong laksa is a different preparation.
Katong laksa is nice.
Okay.
I've been there. I've had it.
That's very interesting.
Okay.
It's nice. If
But
you
he looks like
can't taste anything.
his face is like how we discuss.
How y'all react to katong laksa is how y'all react to my Malacca chicken rice. Is katong laksa. Because katong laksa is like tourist food.
Okay, I think for me, because
okay.
I went all the way there and I ate it, I was like, wow, effort must taste good.
They basically just take laksa and they use scissors cut on it.
Oh, wow, shit.
Wow, you see all the things.
Then it's like chicken rice. Chicken rice just make ball only.
That's like him saying chicken rice.
Just make ball only.
He just made ball, that was
Wow.
The
Revolutionary.
uncle didn't even take
You
scissors,
see, after 1 hour, we realized we are a lot more similar.
Actually,
than
very similar.
we both got tourist trap.
Yeah.
So that's basically
That's good. That's good.
Okay, one thing I think maybe it's not a hot take, but like when you go to Singapore, like food court areas, right? Their drink store, I think, is very nice.
Tina.
What are you ordering?
I'm not sure, but they have like combination that is very unique.
Like
also, like when you order juice, right? It's actually more juice than water sometimes. Like compared to Malaysia.
No, but that's an economic thing, lah.
That's true. That's true.
Malaysia, we just
So I
not doing
quite
well.
enjoy drink water, like, because food cannot.
I like when I go to the like coffee shop, kopitiam, right? For me, right, it's like wow, it's so many bags and purses and tissues and phones that I can just take because it's all on the table. People left behind. It's so nice, I can just take.
I thought it's dog give or really not bad Singapore.
Because Singapore has your chop table like that.
Say real, the being around KL today or PJ lah, PJ. Like I think the handphone etiquette is the same lah. Everybody also just anyhow.
It's not. It's not.
No, nobody will throw handphone.
No such thing. You try
Because-
little dinner. You try.
You
Legit, you try.
You try.
And you tell me where you're trying.
We stand by.
I stand by.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. It was a really, really mixed bag of peanuts. I really like it.
Oh my
It's one of
god.
my favorite podcasts, I think, this year.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you so
That
much.
says a lot.
Hey,
Thank you so much for being here, guys.
thanks guys.
Everybody else
thank you
that
so much.
attended, you suck.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay,
Damn,
well.
that's crazy. If you guys want more Darren and Pantry Boy, check him out at Pantry Boy. So that's how you spell
Yes.
it. If you want more Jenhan, please go to some of the shows. Come
Yes,
for the show, please.
Please do.
If you guys are in, so remaining again, Penang, Kuching.
Penang, so I still have, I've been to Malacca JB already. So
Yep.
Penang 22nd June, Kuching 13 July, and then I'm filming the show 26, 27 July in KL.
Your baskets better rock out for KL. Like if you don't come right, you confirm diarrhea. Your mother confirm diarrhea. All confirm diarrhea.
Okay.
No choice.
Just, he say one
It's
He
like
say
that.
one
It's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But thanks so much for being here, gentlemen.
At Kwa Jenhan, if they want
Yes,
to look.
Aqua Jenhan. That's what you want to be following. Please check them out. Guys, thank you so much. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Oi, sit down lah.